Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sunny Side. I'm Sunny, and this video right here, right now, is for everyone or for anyone who wants to know more about Venus in Aquarius. Alright, first things first, I'm a professional astrologer and I do write the horoscopes for some of the newspapers up here in Canada. And if you want a personal reading, just check out how to do that in the description box below. In addition to that, here's the format of the video. I'm going to spend a couple of minutes. I'm going to give you a blah, blah, blah on what's happening here on the sunny side, what's new and what's going on. Then I'm going to give you my 2 cents of what it means to have Venus in Aquarius. And then I'm going to tell you some of the things that other popular astrologers have written over the years about Venus. Modern astrologers, right? Modern Western astrologers have written about Venus in Aquarius. And I'm going to give you my 2 cents on that. Because sometimes, because whatever. All right, so here we go. So once again, for those who don't know, I'm a professional astrologer. I do write the horoscopes for a number of different publications. And if you want to a personal reading, check it out in the description box below. In addition to that, every morning here on the channel, I have a live stream where I read you the horoscopes, or sometimes I read your tarot cards. But most mornings I do the horoscopes, and at night I read your tarot cards. And if you want to take part in any of that kind of stuff, there's more stuff. Sometimes we have spell night, new moon, full moon stuff. Sometimes we do the Ouija board. Sometimes we have Wheel of Tarot. We have some fun stuff on the channel. And so if you want to do any of that kind of stuff, or if you just want to hang out, by all means, please subscribe to the channel. Maybe give the video a thumbs up. And if you drop by, please say what's up. Say, hey, Sonny, I saw that video. You're awesome. Thanks for dropping by. All right, next. This is a long video, so feel free to either fast forward or to just settle in and chill out. So, I'm going to have some coffee. Next, this here, so that's the deal. So that's the channel. We have live streams every morning on the channel. Check this out. This is TheSunnySide.net. This is my website. And this is where you go to if you want one of your astrology reports, TheSunnySide.net. You get your natal report here, your compatibility report. If you want to find out if someone is really into you, if they really like you, or if they're just into you because you have money, or they're just into you because they think you're popular, or because they're just into you because of sex. That's your compatibility report. Relocation report, of course, is if you want to move to a different part of the world and you want to know if you're going to find money there, or if you're going to find love there. And a progress report, because if you don't know, your chart changes over time, and that's your progress report. In addition to that, all this, a lot of this, my old media is on here. Like when I used to be interviewed on TV, some of my old TV interviews are on here. Some of my old newspaper articles are on here that when they interviewed me for the newspapers and stuff. And some of the books that I've written in the past are on here right now. And where I used to give workshops and stuff. Anyways, that's the SunnySide.net, and that's where you go to get your astrology report or to find out some neat astrology stuff. All right, next, what else is going on? For those who don't know, this is our store right here, and it's at theastroside.com, and the link is right there. You should be able to see the link, and it's in the description box as well. And SLC, my wife who designs everything, she's been busy designing all these super cool hoodies and tees and cups and stuff for you guys. And this is the Aquarian hoodie. And it's badass. This is amazing. And so I think it's really cool. And if you'd like to support the channel, and it comes in different colors. Like this is a nice one. It's a little softer. I'm a double Scorpio. I'm pretty much into black, but a lot of people like the baby blue here. And anyways, if you want to support the channel, there are a number of ways you can do it. And this is one of them. And you can get some super cool stuff. They make awesome gifts, and they're really cool. It also comes in purple, which is pretty cool. This looks really good with our Constellation Leggings. This looks really good with the leggings here on the sunny side. And we have badass red. Whoop whoop. Alright, that's the action. That's what this stuff is. So that's the stuff. So there's also a number of other stuff here. I'll show you really quickly on the channel before we go on. These are the leggings right here, the Constellation Leggings. They're super popular. She's also created she's created a number of meme t-shirts, like in all fairness, it's not my fault if I'm too pretty. Again, all of this stuff comes in different colors. And they're, different, they resonate with different astrological signs. Time is money is good for Capricorn or Taurus. Or this is one of my favorite shirts. Together it's a beautiful day. That's our motto here on the sunny side. It's always a beautiful day to be beautiful, and it's together that makes it a beautiful day. This is for our Aquarius, if not Aquarius, for our Pisces friends. And once again, the shirts come in different colors for you to check it out. And this is our motto here on the Sunny Side. Anyways, in addition to that, there are a whole bunch of... She's been doing a lot of stuff. There's, right, as of recording this video, there's 8 pages of stuff here. Anyways, these are different mugs that she has on on the Astro-Side.com. I don't think the Aquarius mug's been posted yet. It'll be up shortly. Capricorn's really cute. All right, that's the action. That's what's going on. That's the deal. All right, what else is going on? All right, that's the deal. That's the business on the channel. If you want your all right, so that's the deal. What's going on? This is the Astro-Side.com. Let's just put one of these up really neat, and then I'll tell you about my... All right, here we go. All right, enough. Shall we get down to work, everyone? All right, check it out. Here's the chart. Now, in astrology, so if you want to support the channel, the Astro-Side.com. Now here, so this chart, like this is what we call an astrology chart. This chart here has a couple of different components. One is the house, which is the numbers. One are the planets or the celestial orbs or the bodies or whatever you want to call them in the middle. I mean around here in this part. And then there's the sign on the outside. So there's the house, the planet, and the sign. And those go together to give, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Now, when guys are writing horoscopes all the time, if you write horoscopes all day long like I do, or you're writing these videos, or it just gets, a lot of stuff, it gets, sometimes we mix, sometimes the professionals will mix up the house with the sign and with the ruling planet, because there are a lot of similarities. There's similarities, but they're not the same. In addition to that, there are a lot of prejudices and stereotypes out there about some of these kind of signs and placements, and some like obvious ones that are there. But when you study astrology, you'll quickly realize there's a lot more to something than the stereotype, and there's a lot more than the propagated stereotype. It's just to keep that in mind. Anyways, let's back this up a little bit. Aquarius, to let you know, this is Aquarius here, and it rules the 11th house. So there are going to be similarities between the 11th house and Aquarius, but they're not the same. In addition to that, okay, so that's the deal with that. Whatever, right? There'll be videos on the houses and what the houses mean and stuff. Let's get down with Venus and Aquarius. So Venus is the planet of love, money, and attraction. It's also the planet of rapport. It's where in the chart you're going to make your money, and it's the type of lover you're going to find. And it can be where you're going to find your lover as well. It doesn't necessarily mean your season of love. That's a different kind of thing. And it doesn't necessarily mean when you're going to find love. That's a different kind of thing. But like love and money are in your chart every single day if you know where to look. Sometimes you have to wait for it to be activated by a transiting planet. Sometimes you have to wait for a progressed planet. You have to mature to a certain age. Sometimes someone else has to come along. Sometimes when you're with a good wingman or your buddy, you'll meet someone amazing. Sometimes you have to move it to a different city. Those are all possibilities to unlock your love potential in your chart, or to unlock the money potential in your chart. But there's potential for love and money in your chart every single day if you know where to look. It's not like the planet disappears from the sky. And so that's the deal. And for the most part, this is one of them right there, and that's Venus. And so but where it is in your chart is important. Venus in the 7th house means you can attract someone. 7th house is your partnerships, one of your houses of relationships. It could be like you could marry someone rich. You might make money with a partnership. Together you're going to make a lot of money. If Venus is in the 4th house, it means good things are going to happen at home. You're going to get a break on the rent. Venus in the 6th house means your days are going to be okay. You can get to the gym. Your health is going to be pretty good. Venus in the 12th house hides behind the sun. The Venus in the 12th house means a hidden love affair, a secret love affair. Something's going on. Something romantic is happening that people don't see. Just like Mars in the 12th house means there's an argument or problem going on that people don't see. Venus in the 12th house, something romantic or money coming on that no one else sees. It's a private kind of thing. Venus in the first house, you're going to look good. This is how you look. So the house is where it's going to happen. And Venus in the 11th house, the 11th house loosely represents your friends, social network, expanded social network, and the internet. But it's also the rewards from the 10th house, because the houses go like this. And so if you're up for a promotion at work, or an award, public recognition, it's going to come from here. This is being popular. This is being rewarded for being popular. If you're popular and you're infamous, you're popular for a negative reason, then something bad's going to happen over here. If you're popular for a good reason, then something good is going to happen over here. Anyways, that's Venus. Venus is where you attract your money, and it's where you attract love. But Venus is also a do unto others as you want others to do unto you planet. So it's not just what you attract or where you attract, it's how you want to make other people feel good. So that's the deal. So when we talk about how, we're starting to talk about the outside now. So where tends to be the inside, how tends to be the sign. And so where, 4th house at home, where 11th house with your friends, where 9th house at a distance, where 8th house in the bedroom, how, how Aries competitive, how Taurus possessive, how Gemini chatty, it's all, how Libra together, it's all different. And so how is different. So now Venus in Aquarius, which is what we're here to describe, is so it's how you want to make others feel good. So Venus in, say, Aries, if someone falls down, Venus in Aries will say, hey, get up, go get him, and they'll challenge the person to go do something. Venus in Cancer, if someone falls down, they're going to pick them up and they're going to nurture them back to health. Venus in Leo will say, if someone falls down and a Venus in Leo person will pick them up and say, come on, you can do it, yay, loud and proud. They'll cheer them on. Venus in Libra, if someone falls down, they'll pick them up, they'll hold their hand, and they'll run with them. So it's all a little different. It's all a little different how they express affection, or they express encouragement, or they express their rapport. Venus in Sagittarius is going to make people want to laugh. You can do it. Come on, get out there. Come on, you can do it. And so everything's a little bit. So that's how you express your love and affection. Now, Venus in Aquarius is a completely different element altogether. Aquarius tends to represent eccentric, outside of the box thinking and experiences. Aquarius was originally represented by Saturn. So it can be somewhat of a cold and aloof kind of sign. And truthfully, Aquarius gets the knock of being a bit of a cold and aloof kind of sign, or they might do things without feeling, or emotionless kind of sign, a cold calculating sign, which is one of the parts, one of the sides of Saturn. Like, it's one of the ways Saturn is. It's kind of a little bit cold and calculating. And that's the unfortunate rap that Aquarians often get. In addition to that, Aquarius is also ruled, its modern day ruler is Uranus, which is sudden and unexpected and revolutionary. Aquarians are the rebels of the zodiac. They have an unconventional way of doing things. So when you think of Aquarius, there are a couple of things to think about. One, they rule the 11th house. So Aquarians like lots of friends. They want everybody to be happy. They want good things for everybody. In addition to that, like large groups of people, large groups of friends, they're stimulated by large groups of people. In addition to that, Aquarius has to they're an intellectual sign. That's an air sign. It's intellectual. They communicate large groups of ideas. but they can also be, okay, so let me back this up. I'm getting a little distracted here. And so Venus in Aquarius. So Aquarius can be, it rules the 11th house. So there are similarities to the 11th house, but it's a little bit different. It's similar but not the same. And so Aquarius is all about lots of friends. They want the good things for everybody. They're also a fixed sign, so they're quite stubborn. And if people or individuals don't agree with Aquarius, they don't care. They think what they think is right. It's very fixed, outside of the box. This is the way they do it, and that's just the way they do it. Aquarius is like that. And so, but at the same time, they can be, okay, so they're stubborn, they're outside of the box thinking, it's the rebels, they're inventors. Aquarians are inventors, Uranus energy, but at the same time, they are cold, aloof, analytical, and they do whatever the hell they want to do. That's the bottom line. Aquarius will do whatever the hell they want to do, and although they do have an element of Saturn in them, they like to control others, but they do not like to be controlled. That's the interesting thing about Aquarius. They like to control others. They do not like to be controlled. Now, here's the deal. When Venus is in Aquarius, anyway, so when we go on in a minute, and I read you all this stuff from other people, that's what most people are going to say. Aquarius likes lots of friends. They want to get out with their friends. They got to hang out with their friends. They don't care what their friends think, like Capricorn does, but Capricorn very much likes their position in society, and they care very much what other people think of them. Aquarius doesn't care what you think. They just like to be around the vibe, and that's just the way they are. And being around other people, being around the vibe, being around this universal kind of humanity validates Aquarius. Just like Aries likes to compete, they like to butt heads. If you don't argue back with an Aquarius, if you don't verbally joust back with a Aries, if you don't verbally joust with Aries, they're gonna feel like, what the hell, And if you don't debate with the Libra, they're gonna be, what the hell. And just like so each of the signs has their own unique way of expressing themselves and how they need their expressions reciprocated so that they can feel emotionally and emotionally validated, that they can feel like, this is who I am, nothing wrong with who I am, this is the deal. And so that's the action with Aquarius. They're super friendly and they're eccentric. They want everyone to have a good time, but at the other side, they like to control the situation. They control through non-control. Anyways, there are some lessons to be learned in here. I'll do a little bit more. We have a couple more minutes here to talk about this before I go on, so I'll just say a little bit more. This sign over here, Aquarius, the sun rules Leo, and that's the opposite sign of Aquarius. So the sun, it's like this. Imagine this. You're Aquarius. You're over here. The sun is way at the other end over there with Leo. So you're like, so if the sun's way over there and you're here, it's like cold. And so if you think Aquarius is cold, that's because like the sun's way over there. And over here, you're stuck with Saturn, which is like restricted. You're like, no wonder Aquarius is so uptight all the time. Aquarius is not uptight. No wonder, anyways, Aquarius is not uptight. But no wonder they're kind of cold and unemotional because the sun's way over there. Everybody's playing in Leo. Everybody's playing and having fun in Leo. There's like, you're stuck here. But anyways, there's more to it. I like to think of Leo as being on stage and the center of attention. Over here, Aquarius is being in the audience and watching the people on stage. So these guys, that's why one of the reasons, we might look at Aquarius and say, oh, these guys are aloof. They don't care. They're analytical. They do things. They're observational. They're an air sign. Air signs are observational. Air signs are aloof. Air signs like to talk about it. Fire signs like to do it. Earth signs like to touch it. Water signs like to cry about it. But air signs like to talk about it. They like to watch and talk. And that's what Aquarius is all about. Now, Venus is not just how you express yourself. it's also what you attract. So the key words for Aquarius are humanitarian, large groups of people. So think friends, think inventors, and think rebels. Friends, inventors, rebels. And that's the action. and to Aquarians, glitter is definitely a color. So to Aquarians and Sagittarius, glitter is definitely a color. And paint is a fabric. just okay, whatever, Sonny. I'm laughing, but to an Aquarius, that's true. All right, let's see what's going on in this thing. Let's see what these guys say. This is a long video, guys. This is going to take a while to get through. These guys went on and on and on about Aquarius, and I had to edit quite a bit. Okay, so Babs Kirby and Jane Stubbs, these guys say, the person with Venus in Aquarius tends to want relationships to be on a very cool and rational basis. Cool and rational. That's Saturn at work here. Okay. Even more than the other air signs, Aquarius feels uncomfortable dealing with intense emotions. Intimacy feels like alien territory with those with Venus in Aquarius, and their fear of getting close to people can make them very cool and distant. They feel much more comfortable with friendships than with one-on-one relationships. Very sincerely, Aquarians date their friends. They're the sign that says, well, just get to know them first, we just, hang out, see if you guys get along together. So, and there's a reason for it, though. These people cannot bear possessiveness, and they will be appalled by displays of jealousy in others. It's difficult for them to accept their own darker emotions like jealousy and anger, so they often simply cut off when they feel hurt. It's very important to them that those they associate with share the same ideals and political views. Got that? Friends, Aquarians are like a tribe. These are the guys who say it takes a village to raise a kid, right? You think you'd ever hear Cancer say it takes a village? Hey, go raise my kid? I don't think Cancer would ever say that. You think you could hear a Scorpio say it takes a village to raise a kid? I don't think so. Think a Leo is going to give up their kid or a Taurus? No way. But Aquarius takes a village to raise a kid. Anyways, they tend to have a belief in their absolute rightedness, which can make it difficult for them to empathize with anyone who holds a different view. They will tend to draw their friends and lovers from the particular ideological groups to which they belong and will enjoy sharing these activities with their partner. Aquarians do like to share. Aquarius has strong beliefs about equality and fair play, and people with Venus here have definite principles and ideals about relationships. They believe in openness and honesty and cannot tolerate any form of underhand behavior. There's a strong sense of loyalty, and this person is a true friend to those that he or she loves. So, first thing, Aquarius, friends first. They got to get to know you, man. Aquarius is not... Aquarius may be loose in the zipper, but Aquarians are a little bit loose in the zipper, but for those pants come off for friends. Does that make sense, Sonny? A little bit of fun. Sky Alexander says, in relationships, you have little regard for what society, your family, or peers think. Your partner's religion, race, age, background, or status isn't important to you. In fact, you enjoy pairing up with someone who is totally unlike yourself. Vive la différence may be your motto. You're eager to experience people and things that are new and unusual, but you also get much satisfaction from shocking more traditional people with your unorthodox behavior and actually thrive on negative feedback. You want to do whatever isn't done. Aquas, they're the wild child. They're the ones who... the Aquarians are the ones who... they're the rebels of the zodiac. You insist on having lots of space and independence in your relationships and can't bear possessiveness or jealousy. An open-ended arrangement that allows you to experiment freely would be more satisfactory than a conventional monogamous partnership. You're easily bored and need plenty of excitement, stimulation, and change in your love life. These guys are the friends with benefits kind of sign. Fairness and equality, but there's a but. They're a fixed sign. So if you do get married with an Aquarius or they do commit, they can commit. Just keep that in mind. You just gotta be chill, so they just gotta be chill. Anyways, fairness and equality are most important in your relationships. Both partners must have equal say and contribute fairly to the partnership. This is Aquarius. This is a equality kind of vibe here. You won't last long in a love affair with someone who's either too domineering or too submissive. But seriously, Aquarius is a fixed sign. They are stubborn, and although they want freedom and blah 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 and blah blah blah, if you run around and drop your pants, if you go all loosey in the zipper, or you play Velcro pants with someone else, your Aquarius is not going to like that. Straight up. And anyways, you're looking for a lover who is a friend, someone with whom you can share ideas and experiences, not especially romantic or affectionate. These guys are missing the point here. Aquarius is one of the most passionate signs of the zodiac. You just have to get past. You got to get past the cold exterior, and then they're rebellious, they're freaks, they're rebels, they're freaky rebels. You just got to get past the cold outside and to the passion on the inside. Anyway, so forget about these guys are nonsense. The rest is a little, they've never met an Aquarius. Francis Sokane and Louis Acker, they say, it indicates an impersonal but friendly emotional outlook. The natives want to be friendly with everyone, ooh, but not necessarily on a personal basis. They are popular and well-liked. No kidding. I wonder why. And they generally have many friends. Romantic attractions are often sudden and casual, not necessarily stable or lasting. The individual finds intellectual stimulation important in romance and marriage, and is attracted to ingenious or eccentric types, as well as to those who help him expand his social outlets. Like it's a Saturn thing, right? The romantic partner or spouse, or it's a rebellious. They were describing the Uranus thing. I know I said Saturn, but it's more of a Uranus. Eccentric types, that's Uranus. The romantic partner or spouse must be a friend as well as a lover, and must understand that he requires variety and mental stimulation and dislikes boring routine. These people also dislike jealousy and possessiveness, and will shy away from romantic partners who seek to curtail their social freedom. Therefore, if one wants to remain close to Venus, a person with Venus in Aquarius, it's necessary to allow them freedom in their relationships with others. So, how do I say this again? All signs have something they need to do to express themselves, to validate who they are as a person. That's just the way it is. Leos need to shine. Sagittarius need to get out and do stuff. They're fiery kind of people. Virgos need to help you with the details and the planning and day-to-day stuff. It's a hands-on kind of thing. And Aquarians, they need to have friends. They need to go hang out at the coffee shop and gossip with their friends. The only problem is Aquarians have sex with their friends. So it's up to you. It's up to you. If Venus is afflicted in Aquarius, sexual habits can become eccentric and promiscuous. These people sincerely intend to remain constant in their affections, but their emotional outlook is sudden, radical changes, which can result in their breaking old relationships or creating new ones, and without any apparent reason. The hidden motivation often lies in their desire for greater personal freedom or new experience. They may be unable to work within the confines of marriage or other lasting relationships, and they may have stubborn, emotional attitudes and so refuse to see other points of view. Like, obviously, these guys are stubborn. They get the sign. These guys in Scorpios get the sign, the rap of being arrogant, and they are. And so they can be cold, aloof, arrogant, and they do whatever the ass donkey hell they want. So just keep your eyes open for that. But at the same time, they want you along for the ride. Donna Van Toen says, in traditional astrology, the key words could be unusual romantic needs. These could lead to involvements with eccentrics, both positive and negative. It could lead to a need to remain single, or or it could lead to a sudden commitment that lasts forever. It's a fixed sign. These guys could definitely play for keeps. It all depends. On the other hand, the ruler of Aquarius, being Uranus, is the planet of divorce. So you guys should keep that in mind. So with these guys, there could be multiple marriages. The one thing any Aquarian says is that just about anything is impossible. Next. All right, I thought this next one was kind of interesting. The next couple ones are interesting. Okay, Marcia Moore and Mark Douglas, they say, Venetian Aquarians make better friends than lovers. Yes and no. Yes and no. Frequently, they want their lover to be a friend who understands their intellectual interests and who can provide pleasant company. Their sympathies are usually expressed in broad humanitarian terms rather than through devotion to specific individuals. Does that make sense? Everybody cool? Feelings are seldom passionate, but there is a need to exchange ideas with others and to participate in a community of congenial personalities. Next, Ronnie Dyer says, when Venus is placed in this social, eccentric, and often highly strung sign, individuals, how can you be high strung and not have oomph, passion in you, right? Think about it. Individuals crave the excitement and creative stimulation that cannot be obtained from romantic or even sexual love alone. Their self-esteem and thus their ability to contribute to a personal and professional relationship are derived from participation in group activities, from which they develop a uniquely personal and oftentimes non-traditional outlook on life. All right, these guys, outside of the box, outside of the box love affair. Remember, Venus isn't necessarily only how you relate to others, it's what you attract. So if you have Venus in Aquarius, you're going to attract a rebel. You're going to attract a bad boy. You're going to attract someone who doesn't want to commit. What you want to do astrologically, we'll get back to this in a sec. What you want to do astrologically, if wherever your Venus is, you don't have to attract this specifically. So Venus is in Aquarius, you don't have to attract someone who doesn't want to ever commit. It doesn't mean that. You can attract something with a Venus that makes a nice, pleasing aspect to it. Okay, red line is not pleasing aspect. Okay, but you can find someone who makes an aspect to your attraction. Just because it's in Aquarius, so there's more to it than just attracting someone who doesn't want to commit. They have to respect your personal freedoms. That's what Venus in Aquarius, someone who has Venus in Aquarius, it doesn't mean they're never going to get married. It doesn't ever mean someone's going to always try and control them. It doesn't mean rebellious lover. It doesn't always mean whips and chains. It doesn't always mean body paint and, crazy disco glitter parties out in the bush. It doesn't mean that. It means you have to find someone who respects your freedom and eccentricities and your need to have friends and express yourself on a broader stage. That's all it means. All right, keep that in mind. Anyways, although they place an enormous emphasis on creative self-expression, it must always be in the pursuit of a cause, even if the cause is self-promoting. Well, that's okay. Some people with Venus in Aquarius prefer to make statements not through their creativity but through their lifestyle choices, which are sometimes non-traditional and even what might be called radical. Any choices they do make, however, whether conformist or non-conformist, are made only if they feel that they're backed up by a supportive system of friends, an organization, a political party, etc. Venus in Aquarius likes to belong to groups of people. Keep that in mind. They like to belong to groups. Whereas the individualism of Leo comes straight from the heart. Leos are individuals. Aquarians like to belong in groups. The uniqueness of Aquarius is never expressed in isolation and can take the form of artistic group collaborations, communal living, or sexual experimentation. Like Venus in each air sign, these people wish to be respected and to maintain long-lasting personal relationships, should be encouraged to do this, right? To have a long-lasting relationship, they should be encouraged to participate in group activities outside of their home, since more stimulation that they have, the more they'll be able to give to the relationship. Because Aquarius is the sign representing groups of friendships, these people ultimately offer themselves to their partners, first and foremost as friends, right? These guys are friends first. Okay, while Uranus ruled Aquarius is an eccentric sign vacillating between wishing to be alone and yearning for the crowd, its co-ruler Saturn accentuates the need for structure. So although individuals with Venus in this fixed air sign wish to be free, they also wish to have a reliable home for which they can return to share their accomplishments. The detachment, social idealism, and individuality of this placement are quite strong. So we'll say it again. They like to get out and go out and have lots of fun with their friends, but they also like to come home. Make sense? Everybody cool? Next. All right. Martin Schulman says, okay, this is the last one. We're going to get back to some more practical astrology here. Martin Schulman says, with this placement, the individual is learning the lessons of universal love. All right, expansive thinking. It's everybody's. Hey, what's up, player? Okay, he's kind and charitable and generous and outgoing. He often forms friendships easily and follows a humanitarian path of life. Freedom of expression and a strong sense of personal independence leads the curious nature to be attracted to all of the new and unconventional things which make up their lifestyle. He has a unique feeling for the adventure of romance and the cosmic oneness of love. Yet, they have difficulty making the discriminating choices which keep life balanced. It's Uranus. We've got Saturn in play here, which is nice and controlled and disciplined. Saturn in Capricorn maybe takes things a little too far. But then we have Saturn in Aquarius, and Saturn in Aquarius gets a little dose of Uranus energy, and Saturn goes crazy. It's like control, freak out, control, freak out. And then we add Venus in there, and that's love and attraction. So now your love and attraction, your love hormone vibe, your sexual, it's not necessarily your sexual libido, but it's how you want to relate in a loving way to others, is like control, freak out, home, friends. It's all over the place. Aquarians, no wonder Aquarians have it tough. Anyways, I'm going to explain the yod pattern to you guys in a second, but let's read what this guy says. All right. His desire for friendship can lead to unconventional relationships, often with waifs and strays of society. His fondness for original intellectual and artistic pursuits often results in choosing offbeat, eccentric paths and forming strange associations, blah, 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 blah. All right, so here we go. We're going to talk about something now. So Aquarius is here. Directly opposite of Aquarius, opposite is Leo. But in astrology, the opposition forms a particular axis, an axis of things. This is like standing on the stage going, hey, look at me, look at me. And over here, this is like sitting in the audience and say, hey, look at that guy, look at that guy. This is the individual, and this is the individual shining, and this is the group shining. Everybody cool with that? So that's the deal here. Now, and so we're going to talk about that in 1 sec. And then we have a thing called the yod pattern. And the yod is otherwise known as the finger of God, and it's the lessons that each sign learned from, the lessons that the signs have to learn. And Aquarius has astrological or life or spiritual, whatever you call it, karmic, whatever, lessons to learn from down here on each side of its opposition. So if we go straight and then Cancer on one side and then Virgo on the other side, those are the lessons that Aquarius has to learn in this life. And I'll explain it to you right now, and then we'll read to what the guy has to say. So Aquarius is like, hey, playa, what's up? Let's go. You guys have a good time? Yeah, I had a good time. Is everything cool? Yeah, everything is cool. Hey, knock, knock. Oh my God, that's so funny. And then, hey, I saw this guy, talk to this guy. You guys want to go get naked, put some glitter on, and go have sex behind that truck? Yeah! Okay, so that's what Aquarius is all about. And so we have this yod right here, and Virgo teaches the Aquarius, okay, so it's a yod, the lessons we have to learn from these particular signs. Virgo is a very practical sign, one of the most practical signs of the entire zodiac. They are a step-by-step planning, by-the-book sign. They are the by-the-book sign. It's physical thinking, this step, this steps, this steps. That's what it is. And Aquarius is very outside of the box. They're like, ugh. and so, but Aquarius is very smart. And so Aquarius has to learn that, hey, maybe we should do things, by the book this time. Maybe we should take a couple of steps. Maybe we shouldn't always step outside of the box all the time. Maybe we should be a little bit practical. Hey, maybe we should wear some underwear today. These are some things that Aquarius is going to learn from Virgo. In addition to that, Cancer is the most expressive sign, emotionally expressive sign. It doesn't mean the other signs don't feel things, and it doesn't mean that the other signs aren't emotional, and it doesn't mean that they don't make emotional decisions. It means Cancer is the most visually expressive sign. They're also the least vocal sign, because they don't, according to the glyph, the crab doesn't have a throat, right? It has no vocal cords. So Cancers express themselves differently. And that's what the lesson that Aquarius has to learn from Cancer. They have to learn to express themselves. They also have to learn a little bit of holding on. Cancer digs in with the pinchers and they hold it on. Aquarians don't hold on to anything. They're the water bearer. They hold the water in a bucket and then they pour it out. And so it's universal knowledge and universal connectedness, and it's gossiping. And so Aquarius learns from Cancer to be more emotive, more expressive, to hold on a little harder, to maybe care about how they express themselves a little bit more, to be more, not necessarily more tactful. Aquarius is fairly tactful, but to show more empathy. Cancer is a highly empathetic sign. Aquarius is known as being a highly aloof and uncaring kind of sign. And so Aquarius, one of the lessons that they have to learn is from Cancer to be more empathetic. Is empathetic a word? Empathetic, to care, to show that they care a little bit more. And they have to learn from Virgo to wear underwear when it's cold outside. Like this, to be a little bit more practical. And that's those are the two things anyways, that's the yod pattern in astrology. It forms a Y. It comes down like that. All right, now let's see what these guys have to say about it. Okay. Venus in Aquarius is the sign opposing the sun's rulership in Leo. Thus, the individual experiences a cool, unemotional detachment to life. Because again, Aquarius here, sun way over there. His love nature can be dispassionately sensible, and his outlook is somewhat eccentric. He sees things differently from how others do, through a casual, independent quality and sometimes an erratic and irresponsible attitude, which can cause difficulties in his personal relationships. He tends to break rules, often seeking the rebellious, untrod path as a means of finding his unique sense of originality. His eclectic taste gleaned from here and there with loyalty towards the purpose of man's humanity to man, but having Okay, that's all bullshit. Aquarius does whatever the donkey hell they want to do, whenever they want to do it, because it suits them. It suits their logical point. I want to get from here to there. Fuck you. That's what Aquarius does. Straight up. Next, the yod to this place, the yod, which is what we just talked about, that Y thing. The yod to this Venus placement is formed by the inconjuncts from Cancer and Virgo, and it's from these two signs that the individual learns his greatest lessons about love, because we're talking about Venus here. The inconjunct from Cancer teaches him how to contact his sensitive and sympathetic feelings for others. Sympathy is a better word than empathy. Okay, I got it. As he learns to be openly responsive to the emotional needs of those around him, he grows closer to others and begins to realize the kind and good-hearted feelings from which his beautiful love from humanity in the world will unfold. Right, that's presupposing that Aquarians don't care about others. They do care. In their own way, they care. Many with Venus in Aquarius placements have difficulty accepting their need to learn emotional responsibility. It's emotional responsibility. Yet the Cancerian lessons of loyalty, devotion, and faithfulness. The Cancerian lessons of loyalty, devotion, and faithfulness are the very cornerstones of human decency. In essence, they provide the emotional basics of care and nourishment upon which the individual's feelings of universal love are built. The inconjunct from Virgo teaches him how to order his life. He must learn how to discriminate between passing whims or kinky, offbeat, irregular impulses, which truly represent the humane, kind, and charitable feelings through which man serves himself to others. People need a bit of structure and order in their lives, and they need structure and order in their lives, and that's what they have to learn from Virgo. These lessons of differentiation and discriminations help to establish the priorities in his life so that his natural humanitarian instincts are not wasted. Rather than dissipating his love in idealistic dreams, distant causes, or remote crusades, he learns through Virgo to recognize the ordered standards of society so that his sincere feelings for humanity can find their fertile channel in acceptable form. Blah, blah, and blah, blah. Aquarius learns to be a little practical from Virgo, and to be a little caring from Cancer, and that's the action. And that's the deal. And that's what it means to have your Venus in Aquarius. Aquarius is a great sign, you know, especially if you have good looking friends and you want to sleep with them. Aquarius is, you know, you should hang out with that. And so, but there's more to it. It has a humanitarian aspect to it. They want everybody to just get along. They want to be fun, but it's a fixed sign. So they're quite stubborn. Yeah, they can be aloof. And it's not that they're aloof and they're uncaring. It's just they, every sign does just what they want, does whatever they want to do. Just Aquarius is faster at it than some of the other signs. Cancer might actually hold on to things too long, and Aquarius might actually let go of things too quickly. Aquarius is a little too outside of the box. Virgo is a little too structured, too ordered. And so along the way, you got to find some kind of middle ground, and that's in here in the zodiac. And so that's where it is. Leo is too much me, me, me. Aquarius is too much in the audience. And you know, once again, somewhere in the middle, you gotta find yourself somewhere in the middle ground, or not. Do whatever the hell you want. And that's the action. Just a reminder that, you know, if you want to help support the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please, please, please subscribe to the channel. Please give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and you know, visit the astroside.net. Hey, if anyone wants a discount on any of these hoodies or anything, on our Facebook group, and there's a link in the description box below, to our Facebook group, to SunnySiders, we often have discounts on the website. So if you want a discount, if you're interested in the hoodies and the tees for, you know, it's for yourself or presents, and you'd like a discount or a coupon, so any Libras watching, so if there's a coupon, then I didn't call Libras cheap. I mean they like to shop. They like to get deals when they shop. And so Geminis, Tauruses, Scorpios. All right. Then by all means join our Facebook group, because that's where we promote all the coupons. And that's the action, guys. Once again, I'm Sonny. If you want a reading, just check it out in the description box below, how to go about doing anything like that. And remember, every morning in the channel we have live streams, and every night I read your tarot cards and we hang out. And that's the action. That's Venus in Aquarius. Venus in Aquarius is a wonderful placement. For some of the Venus in Aquarius, for some people, Venus in Aquarius is a difficult placement, because everybody wants to, you know, everybody has control issues and control dramas in life. And Venus in Aquarius, it's one of the places where they really don't like to be controlled. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. If you have someone with a Venus in Aquarius, let them get out. Let them go have friends. Let them hang out. Because they want to go out, have fun, and come home to something stable. Excuse me. Some signs want to go out and stay out. Some signs never want to go out. Aquarius wants to go out. They want to have a good time. Then they want to come home, Netflix, and chill. And so I don't see anything wrong with that. And that's the action. Once again, from TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sonny, reminding everyone that it's always a beautiful day to be beautiful, and it's together that makes it a beautiful day. In addition to all of that, there is love and money in your astro chart every single day, if you know where to look. And that's my job. I'm your astrologer. From TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sonny, wishing everyone the best of a super beautiful day. Be cool, everyone. And I'll see you on the sunny side.